Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world and we're on a mission to banish poverty. We are an emerging nation. We've been around for about 4.5 years and putting in solid foundations and now expanding our economy to improve the liquidity and value of our currency to benefit all our citizens. Anybody can become a citizen. There's no fee, no obligation. Come along, register, prove you're a real person, and that's it. That's all there is to it. Lots of things that you can participate in if you choose, but it's always your choice. There's no pressure to do anything if you don't want to. Okay. We are also a non-separatist organisation. That means we see everybody equally. We just see everybody as a human being, regardless of colour, class, creed, gender, financial status, educational level, or anything else. Everybody just seen as a human being. We are all part of one big family of humanity linked together by an almighty force. And we recognise that each human being individually is unique, has something unique to offer our community, therefore of equal value to every other member of our community. We have a little affirmation that helps us with that, and we'll be getting to that in just a moment after our opening prayer, which is to help us find what everybody seeks, true happiness. Not talking about short-term pleasure, I'm talking about that inner bliss that is with you always, and it's something that you can't buy. So many people in this world are missing it. They don't know what they're missing. They know there's a hole there somewhere that needs filling, but they don't know what it is and they don't know how to get it. And it is that bliss, and the only way you can get it is through loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is that it attracts into your life everything else that you want and need, in addition to that wonderful, happy feeling that is always with you. Yeah, there'll be ups and downs outside of that contentment, that peace that is always there. You'll get the highs, the elation when you move into the new house, take the world cruise you've always wanted, pay your kids' education, get rid of your credit card debts, all those things. You'll get that pleasure, and you'll feel the sadness when a loved one passes away or something, happens that just upsets the apple cart a little bit. But underneath it all, you'll have that bliss that is always with you, keeping you calm, keeping you centered, and keeping you in that state of ever new joy. Okay, and so that's what our little prayer's about. So let me welcome you, whether you're watching the recording or whether you're watching live. If you're watching live, it's wonderful if you will put in your name and where you're from in the comments. Lets everybody see. You can do the same if you're watching the recording, of course, but also if you're here live, you can pop in any questions you may have and we'll do our best to answer them for you. Okay, right, let's just have a quick look at who we've got in now, and then we can get on to that little prayer and affirmation and then on with the business. Okay. I see we got Mary in from Chicago, Illinois, United States. Peter from Cameroon in Africa. Louis from Lisbon in Portugal. Ron from Amsterdam, Holland. Carl from New Zealand. Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA. Werner from South Africa. Any more? No. That's it at the moment. So let's get on track with that little prayer and the affirmation, and then we can answer any questions and give you the updates and the numbers and everything else. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service, attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And our little affirmation: we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay. We've got Bozina in from Edinburgh in Scotland and Richard from Devon in England as well. Right. Today's been more productive. We have Vishal back. He's been working on the Easy Team Builder. It's going along very nicely. I can't give you a date for it, but it will almost certainly be available before the recruitment tool is available, but that's being worked on as well. We're getting that worked on. Devian has been sorting out a few things, and we've been working on various essentials that run behind the scenes rather than the mole, but we'll be back on the mole tomorrow. She's done a lot of the logic for the mole, and it's now sort of getting to the stage where she'll be putting the development in together for the mole. And the mole is very important because it's an integral part of the Sharehope plan. It's an integral part of the 777 plan. It, of course, will offer you another way to generate income, totally without fee, although you'll generate more income if you are promoting anything that we have in the mall and people buy it. If you're in the Sharehope plan, because the Sharehope plan basically is it's like a buyer's club for our mall. It's like being a member of Costco or Sam's Club or Macro or any of these sort of big wholesale places where you get things cheap, and it'll give you an extra 20%. Whether you are buying something for yourself, an extra 20% discount, or if somebody that you've introduced buys something, it'll give you an extra 20% commission. So if somebody buys something for $100, instead of getting $10, you'll be getting $30. So it's a very interesting and integral part of our community. So it's good that we're getting moving on the mall. We're getting moving on the Easy Team Builder. As I say, I'm pretty sure that will be up and available, and we'll have a pre-launch period, about a week, I think, just so that you can maintain your genealogy. You don't want to be losing anybody from your team. So we'll give you like a week to just get in, and then we'll run it all, run the matrix, and from there on, it's just normal progression as people join. My personal opinion is you'll be crazy not to get involved in the Easy Team Builder. It's less than $10 a year, and it will provide you with a lot of benefits, and we'll be constantly adding to the benefits. The first one will be that recruitment tool. The second one is already planned by me. It's not available, and I'm not going to discuss it at this moment in time, but there will be more things coming along, and they will be working through WordPress plugins. So what will happen is you will be automatically added as a WordPress user when you pay your $10. And if you fail your subscription, you'll be taken out. So you won't get the use of the plugins, which will help you in enormous ways to generate income, which, I mean, that's the bottom line for most of you at this point in time, isn't it? What are you here for? You're here because certainly you got here originally because you wanted more money because you had bills to pay, you were struggling, and or maybe not all of you were struggling, but you wanted more out of life anyway. But a lot of people came to us because they were struggling, and we want to make that as easy as possible for everybody. And that tiny $10 a year subscription will generate income for you in so many ways. Okay, right. Numbers. Let's give you some numbers before I forget those. I did actually get them out today. 15th today, 15th of October. We're halfway through the month, 31 days. We're nearly halfway. We'll be halfway through by midday tomorrow. Okay. We have an increase of 177 in the 777 plan to 26,547 members. An increase of 2, net increase of 2 in our registered members to 50,207. An increase of 9 in our active members to 3,592. An increase of 2 in our paid ShareHook members to 498. And we actually got up by $2, less than $2, but it took us $2 in the bonus pool for Multiply Weezer, because we have one person that bought advertising there for the first time. So we got a little bit more from the revenue share when we logged in. So we now have $10,573.04 in the bonus pool. Just a recap on the Weezer token and the Multiply Weezer plan. We need to get the Weezer token onto another blockchain with controlled liquidity and value in the same way that we control the liquidity and value of the ShareHook token, to get that plan back up and running and to be able to get people that have worked the plan in the past into benefit and able to withdraw some funds from there. So that isn't going to happen until we've got the mall up and running and we've got 1 or 2 other things finished. We are also into the Fun Miracles. We're getting the first game developed. It's going to be a big project. It's another thing that we're really looking forward to. So there's an awful lot going on at the moment. I've not had an awful lot of time to get things done, but tomorrow I'm going to be missing most of the day. Well, in fact, I'll be here till about 10 a.m. tomorrow, so I'll only get probably, I usually start work about 5 o'clock, but I go out for an hour and take the dog out when it gets light. So, but I'm only going to be here till 10 a.m. tomorrow because the dog, Cody, my pal, is going through stem cell injections tomorrow. So we've got to traipse all the way up there, get there, go through all that process. It takes a few hours once we get there. And rather than me driving back and trying to get back in time for the live presentation and all this sort of stuff, we're going to just take it a little bit easy, and we are stopping overnight. However, we're stopping overnight at the same place we did when he went for his first, when they collected the stem cells from him, and the Wi-Fi connection there is dreadful. So I'm going to tell you now that all you're going to get tomorrow, and it will not be at 7 o'clock, it'll probably be around about 5 o'clock. I will not be scheduling it, but as soon as I get the opportunity, I think it'll probably be 5, maybe half 5 when we pick Cody up. I will do a short update on anything that we have that's happened through the day that I know of. So that's what you're going to get tomorrow. It will be alive, and I'll answer any questions that crop up if you're on it. I can't give you the time for it, but I'm guessing it'll be 5:30ish, something like that. And it'll be on this phone thing if I can get it to work. So hopefully that'll all be there. If I can set it up with a scheduled time and things, once I know what's happening, once we talk to the main vet and things, then I'll do that. So from like 10 o'clock tomorrow till probably early afternoon on Thursday, I'm not going to be available. I'm not going to be doing anything very much anyway. I'll be in touch with our developers and the development team for the Fun Miracles game, and also the developer we have working for the plugin for that team building recruitment tool. So I will have contact with them, but it will be limited more than usual. So I'm just preparing you for that. If I can get, I'm not very good on the phone, so I don't know whether I'll be able to get everything working properly to be able to do a schedule. But if I can, and I know what time I'm going to be available, then I'll get it posted for you. Okay. Who else have we got in? We've got Kingsley in from Manchester, England, and Nankiat from Nigeria. So effectively, let's count Wednesday and Thursday out, although I will be working from Thursday when I get back, and we'll be on track for Thursday as normal for the 7 p.m. updates like today. So what I'm planning now is like Friday of this week, we'll do another random withdrawal from the ShareHope wallet. So you know the routine. We got it a little bit better last time. We'll have the spreadsheet with all the active elite members on it, and but they'll all have a number from 1 to whatever it is, 3,000 and odd. 3,592 active people now. They won't all be elites, so it's probably less than that. But all active elites will be on it. They'll all have a number, and then we'll randomly draw from that on Friday until we've spent the money that we have available. And I'm not quite sure how much it'll be yet. And I'm planning maybe a little bit of a surprise as well. So it's going to be an interesting one on Friday. Okay. No more people in. No more news. No questions. The room's gone quiet. Okay. I did the numbers. There's no purpose in me keeping you any longer, I don't think. But just a quick recap. Everything is going well. The Easy Team Builder, I'm pretty sure, will be available before we have the recruitment tool, so you'll be able to get in and be able to start building anyway. we'll get the recruitment tool in there as quickly as possible, and then we'll be adding more and more value in there as we proceed. The mole, it's going to take a while. It's a big job because this first phase is laying the foundations for everything, and it's got to link into the mole credits that you have in the 777 plan, the commission structure for everybody, two-level commission structure in there, the way that we display the products, the ability to set different levels for product, because tangible products, when we start with those, all have different shipping costs. So we will need to have the cost plus the shipping as a separate item, so that we can then give you the commissionable value on the product. You know, there are lots of ins and outs, and this is only the first basic phase, but it is laying the foundations for everything, and everything else we will then plug in. You know, ultimately, it'll be like a coalition, if you like, of Amazon and eBay. I don't see us doing the warehousing and things that Amazon are doing. I don't really want to get involved in that, but we will have our own, not our own, but we will have the ability to distribute products, and we will have warehousing and shipping as a third-party thing. And I've talked to people already about it. We may also have some of our own products actually manufactured. We have already, and we've had it for some time, a software product. In fact, it's two software products in one that are available and will be available to you. There is an awful lot going on in the background now, and it is very exciting. And of course, the more we get going and the more people we have in, the more it benefits everybody, the more corporate liquidity we'll have, the more we'll be able to do the random withdrawals. We'll be able to do more of them, or perhaps do them from probably more of them. It's a better way of going than spending a lot of time doing hundreds of people. You know, it's better to do one a month. Definitely we will always do, but if we can do 2 or 3 a month, and so we'll build it that way. It's all happening, folks. It's all happening. I do really, there's a lot going to be tied into the ShareHope plan, in addition to the Easy Team Builder plan. The other plans as well, you know, the 777 and the Poverty Crusher are all going to be important as well, but the ShareHope plan and the Easy Team Build plan are going to link together very, very powerfully, and we should all be in those, really. It's obviously, you know, there's no obligation, but if you don't get into those two plans, you're going to be missing out on an awful lot, both in the relatively short term, but more importantly in the medium and long term. You need to get in those, you need to get in them as early as possible, and you need to stick with them. They are going to be the foundation of your financial stability and freedom in the future. Okay. Yeah, good. Thank you, Marcus. We got Marcus in. Not sure where Marcus is located. I should know. But his TCC update, yeah, we have, or I have, once again got behind on that for various reasons. I wanted to make sure that the plans were there and working correctly, which they are now, but only just. And I have already, as I probably told you in the past, I think, got some traffic booked, but it's been on hold and I've not released it. So I need to do that tomorrow before I leave to get that moving. Hopefully we'll get it moving tomorrow. So the TCC and the paid advertising that we're doing, I will be releasing that tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get it running tomorrow, and we'll keep building on that. Not necessarily in the same place. If it is producing good results, then yeah, sure, we're going to scale it up. But we will always be looking at more avenues and more ways that you can get involved as well, and of course we can get involved, and we'll be seeing which is the which is working best for us, which is good to recommend. And potentially then, once we've got that, of course, from our marketing as a community, all the commissions, all the sign-ups and everything will be going to the Turnkey Cash Cow members. But as a if we run a co-op, for example, then that will go into a different, it'll go to whoever's in the co-op. Okay. The Turnkey Cash Cow basically is like a co-op, but they paid in advance, and we need to get them. We need to get them beyond break-even point and into profit and making some money out of it. So that is our plan, and I will get that released tomorrow. But thanks for reminding me, Marcus. It's good to hear from you. Oh, from Brazil. Yeah, I wouldn't have known that. I don't know why I didn't know it was Brazil. I thought you might have been in the States, actually, United States, but Brazil. Okay, so it's good to have you. A lot of networkers in Brazil, Marcus. You can you could do very well there. Okay, if you choose, if you choose to be active. And we got Peter in saying, and how it relates to all the plans. What's that? Oh, just a minute. The first part of it is up here. Sir, can you say something about the Power of One bonus and how it relates to all the plans? Yeah, the Power of One bonus has been revamped a little bit, but always for your benefit. It does affect most plans. It doesn't affect the Sharehook plan. We just don't have everything in the Sharehook plan is accounted for in either liquidity to pay you from your Sharehook wallet or direct commissions and everything. It all goes boom, 100% out to you. So there is no way we can add any benefits of the Power of One bonus into the Sharehook plan, but it will affect everything else. In fact, it does affect everything else. It affects your the transfers from your US dollar wallet to your Sharehook wallet. It affects the Poverty Crusher Plan commissions. It affects the 777 Plan commissions. It affects it will affect the Easy Team Builder commissions. Essentially, if you refer one person a month into We Share Abundance as a paid member of either the Share Hope, the Poverty Crusher, 777 Plan, or the Easy Team Builder, once it gets going, that qualifies you in that month for the Power of One bonus. And it starts off, I can't remember the actual figures. I think it definitely is in the sitemap. If you go there, it'll show you the progression. But each month you get a bigger bonus until you max out ultimately at 100%. In fact, doubling your income from nearly everything, not from the Share Hope Plan. We may, in the Share Hope Plan, get to a point where we can double the withdrawals depending on how the liquidity builds. So the withdrawals from your Share Hope wallet could be affected in the Share Hope Plan, but not the matrix payments. The matrix payments give out everything that we have, so there's no room for it. But if we create more liquidity, then we can perhaps double up the value of the withdrawals from the Share Hope wallet, and that would mean that you could then potentially earn from, I think it starts at $1 now, so it would be $2, right the way up to $20,000. If you miss a month, if you don't refer somebody in a month, you lose everything in your bonuses, and you've got to start from the ground up again. And that has always been the case, and that will always be the case. So you have to retain that there are ways that you can achieve 100% for life through the 777 Plan by selling all the levels to people that come in. I'm not sure if they are shown in the website yet. I think they should be in the PDF, if not anywhere else. But that is there, and it is operative right now. If you join the 777 Plan and buy certain levels, then you get, I think, 6 months of Power of One bonus. So that way you can get higher levels quicker. Same with the Poverty Crusher. If you introduce 5 people in a month, it's only $5 each. If you introduce 5 people in a month, you get that 100% bonus in that month. So it is designed to teach you to be consistent, a little bit consistently, persistently will get you where you want to go. A lot of people make the mistake, they get into something, they get very excited, they go gangbusters, which isn't bad, and put loads of effort into things, and then they do nothing. And that's where the bad part comes. You're far better saying, okay, I'm going to do this much every day, every week, every month, every year. And if you do that, it's going to compound and it's going to grow over the time, and you're going to end up a top producer, top income earner. And if you do it the right way with loving service, a really happy person. Okay? But that is the Power of One bonus plan. It's a wonderful plan. It's the easiest bonus, and it pays more than any other bonus plan I've ever seen. So concentrate on doing it. Okay, I hope that's answered your questions, Peter. I'm sure there is something about the Power of One bonus in the sitemap. If you go to the sitemap and look for bonus or Power of One or something like that, yeah, you'll find it. It may not give you all the information that you want. If it doesn't, and you still don't know or whatever, then come back and let's go through it, and we'll update the page, make sure it gives you more information. We'll be going through all the pages anyway in the not too distant future. We will be, as was suggested by Bozina, and it's something I've been thinking about doing for a long time anyway, getting the whole site reworked with a better theme and more attractive and more powerful. We will be getting you splash pages for all of the 4 plans we have now. There will be a 5th coming along. I've got a 5th coming along in the not too distant future. And so stick with it, folks, is the answer, you know. It's all good stuff. It's all good news. And I look forward to seeing you briefly tomorrow at whatever time I can make. And then we'll be back to normal by Thursday evening. And Friday we'll have the random withdrawals. So let everybody know. If I don't remember to do it or get time or whatever, let your people know. Post in the updates, Facebook updates, you know, put a post in saying, oh, I'm great. I'm glad we're having another withdrawal. It's going to be exciting on Friday, you know, get a few people posting, that sort of thing. Get some energy out into the ether of the social media channels, okay? Use them all. And I'll be here sometime tomorrow, maybe briefly, hopefully on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Until then, God bless you all. I love you all. The future is looking good for you all. The more you put in, the more you're going to get out. That's true of every aspect of life. You want more love, give more love. It'll flow back to you. God bless you all. And I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator, when I don't know, in a wild crocodile. Always wear a smile, that should have been, shouldn't it? Okay. See you later, alligator, yeah, in a wild crocodile. Woo. See you later, alligator, always wear a smile. See you later, alligator.